Hey, welcome to a new video. Creepypasta is a term that originated in the early digital era, referring to short horror stories and myths shared online, often with the aim of giving readers chills. These stories typically revolve around terrifying creatures, supernatural phenomena, and dark events. But what started as internet myths seemed to have made its way into the real world as well. Today we'll show you 20 real creepypasta characters captured on camera.
Are you new to this channel? Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And before we start, also like the video. Number 20.
Have you ever heard those stories about farms in the middle of nowhere? Fields that should be peaceful but instead makes dogs bark? These people went to see what looked like an animal, but on closer inspection it appears to be something human-like. According to the person themselves, it could be the Rake, a humanoid creature unusually long, hairless, and pale. As we can see, the creature in this video appears to be crawling on hands and feet, just as described in the stories. It's not surprising that they try to run away as quickly as possible. The Rake is known for its nocturnal activities, primarily hunting and terrorizing people at night. It's described as a ruthless and cunning predator that stalks its victims and induces fear and paranoia. The origin and motives of the Rake vary depending on the story, but encounters with it usually result in psychological or physical harm. What do you think the guys in this video managed to capture on camera? Could it actually be the mysterious creature?
Number 19.
Imagine this, you're alone in an abandoned house at night, and suddenly you hear noises, followed by a terrifying figure creeping up the stairs from the floor below you. This creature is known as Long Horse, and is depicted as a long and skeletal horse. Its appearance is often described as a horse with an elongated neck that stretches to an extreme length. The origin of Long Horse is unclear, with various stories and reports attributing different supernatural or paranormal explanations to its existence. In this video, a person claims to encounter the horse-like entity in real life in an abandoned location on a dark night. Trevor Henderson is a horror artist and illustrator who is said to have created Long Horse. This is the same person known for creating Siren Head. However, some people believe that the horse-like creature was created based on a real sighting by Trevor himself. This could explain how this person managed to capture the creature in real life on camera. What makes Long Horse creepy is its ability to manipulate perception and reality, disrupting the environment around it. Additionally, it emits a low, plaintive sound that is both eerie and unsettling. According to some accounts, Long Horse is capable of inducing hallucinations and nightmares in those who catch a glimpse of it. So it's best to run away as quickly as possible if you ever come face to face with this entity. Consider yourself warned.
Number 18.
Being chased in your own home is a nightmare for many people, but being pursued by Jeff the Killer is like being in a horror movie. Jeff is a fictional creepypasta character depicted as a pale, noseless man with long black hair and a Joker-like grin on his face. The worst part about Jeff is that he enjoys scaring you, and he takes his time terrorizing you, as we can see in this video, where this boy encounters him. Jeff's origin lies in a tragic incident where he was attacked by a group of bullies, and subsequently driven to madness. He is known for his violent tendencies and sadistic nature, often choosing his victims and leaving a message that reads, "Go to sleep." Jeff's popularity grew in 2008 through various fan-made stories, images, and videos, leading to his internet status. Jeff's signature appearance includes a white hoodie, black pants, and a creepy smiling face. Unfortunately, there's little information available about this video, but we can clearly see a boy encountering Jeff in real life. Fortunately, the boy manages to escape.
Number 17.
Robert the Doll is a famous eerie doll exhibited at the East Martella Museum in Key West, Florida. The story of the doll dates back to the 20th century. Robert Eugene Otto, an artist and author, received the doll as a gift from a servant who practiced black magic. It was said that the doll was cursed and possessed by a malevolent spirit. In this video, a man named Jonathan visits the doll, and he managed to capture the paranormal moment when the doll moves its leg. Robert is believed to be cursed, and taking photos or videos of him without permission is believed to bring bad luck. Legend has it if you disrespect the doll and photograph it without asking for permission, you may experience a series of unfortunate events, such as accidents, financial problems, or even health issues. Many visitors to the doll have reported sending him an apology letter after experiencing these problems. Unfortunately, we don't know what happened further when this man visited the doll, but it's quite eerie that he captured the doll moving its leg on camera. This wasn't the first time that visitors to the museum have reported strange experiences. Someone once visited the museum and saw Robert moving his food and then captured a ghostly orb next to his arm.
Number 16.
If you see this hyperactive, demonic bipedal figure rushing towards you, you'll be scared out of your wits. Ioki is a Spanish-language creepypasta about a cryptid modeled after Michael Jackson, who appears in someone's room late at night and says, "Ee-ee." It must have been a terrifying moment for the person who managed to capture the figure on camera here. In case you didn't know, Ioki is a term derived from a phrase, "Annie, are you okay?" from Michael Jackson's song Smooth Criminal. Some videos depict Ioki as a supernatural entity that haunts homes or appears in unexpected places. This is certainly the creepiest version of Michael Jackson you'll ever see. You can see the resemblance, but it looks downright demonic. From the hair, the almost bulging eyes, the overly sharp teeth, and the too pale face. Can you imagine this figure entering your house? Do you think this figure is possessed by Michael Jackson himself or by an evil spirit?
Number 15.
Slender Man is one of the most well-known creepypasta figures. He's depicted as a tall, thin figure dressed in a black suit with a featureless face. Additionally, he's often associated with child abductions and causing fear and paranoia. When the boys in this video are walking around the streets at night, they encounter a figure that closely resembles Slender Man. At this precise moment, the tension rises. The boys' first instinct was to run away, but when they looked back, the figure had suddenly disappeared. Both boys decide it's better to go home, but one of the boys wants to take a short break. This is the moment when Slender Man suddenly grabs one of the boys out of nowhere, and then the filming boy's camera becomes shaky, and the video ends. Slender Man is known for his ability to teleport, hypnotize, and induce madness in those who see him. What do you think happened to the boys?
Number 14.
Jack Nyus, better known as Eyeless Jack, is a stalker and murderer who breaks into people's homes to torment and steal from them. This is one of the scariest creepypastas that gained worldwide recognition in 2012. Every time you enter the forest, there's a chance you might encounter Jack. And yes, he's as terrifying as his name suggests. The forest itself is creepy enough, especially if you decide to explore it at night. This person did just that, and he believes that he came across Eyeless Jack, who was staring at him as if he came out of a horror film. Jack is often portrayed as a humanoid figure without eyes, hence the name. Additionally, he has pale skin and a sewn-shut mouth, and a hood or mask. What's eerie is that Jack is known for his preference for consuming human organs, especially kidneys. According to the creepypasta, he sneaks into his victims' homes at night and surgically removes their kidneys while they sleep.
Number 13.
In the realm of internet folklore, a character named Bob has emerged as a chilling and enigmatic figure. Bob is described as a tall, emaciated man with ghostly pale skin. He has featureless facial features and sunken, piercing eyes. What sets Bob apart isn't just his appearance, but the aura of fear and dread that seems to follow him everywhere. According to the creepypasta, Bob exists on the border between reality and the unknown. If we're to believe the following photo, Bob has been captured on camera in real life while approaching someone in the woods. The man who took the photo realized that the creature had been stalking him for some time, and even broke into his house. Bob might be a relatively lesser-known creepy character compared to the others, but he is purportedly extremely dangerous and hostile, often attacking people who encounter him.
Number 12.
Momo is a character that surfaced in 2018, with rumors of its existence rapidly spreading through social media and other channels. This urban legend is often associated with a terrifying image of a woman with bulging eyes and a large bird-like face. It was claimed that this image was circulated through social media platforms like WhatsApp. Allegedly, users who encountered Momo were challenged to complete a series of dangerous tasks, with increasingly severe consequences if they failed to comply. Someone managed to capture the figure on a surveillance camera in real life, but it's unclear why Momo's walking around in his kitchen. Nevertheless, the Momo challenge served as a grim reminder of the potential dangers vulnerable individuals may face online. At one point, it appears that Momo is performing a ritual on the kitchen counter, and what happens next is a mystery.
Number 11.
Here we have another video of the Rake, but this time the creature was spotted in 2008 near an abandoned shed deep into the night. The Rake is often associated with reports of missing persons or unexplained deaths in the areas where it's seen. In the video, the person encounters a nightmarish creature that they believe to be the Rake, and they quickly decide to run away. What makes the Rake so creepy is that it resembles a hairless, emaciated humanoid of about the same height of an average person. Its pale skin stretches tightly over its skeletal body, and its long, sharp claws are known to inflict deep wounds. What could this creature be doing in this abandoned shed? Was it searching for food, or was it trying to stay away from people? Later, the person who made this video claims to have seen the creature once more, but this time in their own backyard as they live near this abandoned house.
Number 10.
The Smiling Man is a character in creepypasta lore known for his unsettling appearance and behavior. Descriptions vary, but he's typically depicted as a tall figure with a stretched, controlled smile that reaches from ear to ear. His eyes are often described as empty or soulless, and his behavior consistently creepy and disturbing. This person was driving around in their car at night, and as they turned a corner, they encountered a figure that closely resembled the Smiling Man. There is a possibility that what you just saw was a trick of the light, especially since your eyes can play tricks on you after passing streetlights. However, according to the person, it was the creepypasta character, the Smiling Man, so they hit the gas pedal and get away as quickly as possible. The origin and purpose of the Smiling Man, however, remains shrouded in mystery. He's often depicted as a malevolent entity that appears in secluded areas such as dark alleyways or empty streets, usually at night.
Number 9.
Hicky Toby is known for his distinctive appearance and backstory. He's depicted as a young man dressed in a tattered hoodie with his face concealed behind a white, featureless mask or heavy facial scars. The person in this video was walking through the woods when their camera captured a figure that resembled the creepypasta character. Toby is said to suffer from a condition called Tourette's syndrome, which causes involuntary tics and vocal outbursts. Unfortunately, there's limited info available about this video, but it's said that Toby always carries various cutting weapons. However, there seems to be a common theme here: remote woods and terrifying things emerging. At the time of filming, the boy did not see Toby, and when he looked back at the same spot a few seconds later, the figure had disappeared. The video eventually ended but was uploaded to YouTube, so we assume the boy survived.
Number 8.
Smile Dog is a popular creepypasta that was often shared to scare people, even though it's entirely fictional. Or is it really fictional? Not if we're to believe this next video, in which we see a dog resembling the creepypasta character. The story revolves around a dog with a large unsettling grin, believed to cause death to those who see it. According to legend, those who encounter the dog are plagued by horrific nightmares and eventually driven to madness. Some people argue that the dog in the video is just a husky, and that it has a cute smile. However, Smile Dog is much creepier, and you certainly wouldn't want to encounter this specific dog. As the dog jumps towards the cameraman, you wonder if it's friendly or just aggressive. While huskies do have a notorious grin, it becomes unnatural when it stretches to the extent that a demonic character is named after it. Smile Dog may be a cursed dog, but the dog in this video is probably just a Siberian husky. What do you think?
Number 7.
These Russian boys were exploring a forest, and when they reached a certain point, they saw an extremely tall figure standing in the distance. They happened to have a search dog with them that immediately seemed to approach it. Analyzing the footage, we can see that the figure resembles Siren Head, a tall, emaciated figure with 2 sirens, each emitting various disturbing sounds. Despite everything, they eventually tried to deploy a drone to explore the area, but the rain disrupted the signal. As they prepared to leave, they were startled when it seemed that Siren Head was getting closer and more aggressive. There was a tense moment as the dog approached the monster, but to their relief, it showed no interest in the animal. After a tense moment, the dog returned to their side as they seized the opportunity to escape. Fortunately, because Siren Head emits a series of deafening, disturbing sounds, mimicking human distress calls or emergency signals to lure its victims. It's known for its ability to effectively blend into wooded areas or other environments.
Number 6.
This group of teenagers was busy vandalizing an old building in an abandoned forest when they suddenly encountered Masi. Masi, also known as Tim White, is a character from the YouTube series Marble Hornets, which is part of the broader Slender Man mythos. Apparently, Masi was chasing the boys for some reason and wanted to harm them. He's also depicted as a tall, masked figure, often associated with disturbing and mysterious events. In the series, Masi is known for his encounters with Slender Man, where he stalks victims with his erratic behavior. Unfortunately, the video ends, and we can't see exactly what happened to the boys, but let's hope they were okay.
Number 5.
The Russian sleep experiment is a terrifying tale that revolves around an experiment conducted in the 1940s by Soviet researchers. The experiment involved keeping 5 subjects awake for an extended period, using an experimental gas to prevent them from sleeping. As the days passed, the subjects began to experience severe psychological and physical disorientation, including paranoia and hallucinations. The experiment took a disturbing turn as the subjects' behavior became increasingly violent and inhumane. This is said to be footage of one of the subjects of the experiment. You could almost swear they appear possessed. According to the story, this represents the heavy mental toll the experiment took on its victims. The person in the hospital gown stands aimlessly in the eerie room, walking around, and at one point sits on the floor. The Russian sleep experiment is perhaps one of the weirdest and creepiest stories in history.
Number 4.
Someone saying, "Do you hear that?" sounds like the beginning of a horror movie. This young boy kept hearing a strange sound repeatedly, and when he went to investigate, he saw a creepy figure running into the woods. Although he knew there were other kids playing in the neighborhood, they suddenly seemed to have disappeared. The boy tried calling the police, but the police didn't take his call seriously. He decided to walk back home, and that's where the video ends. Later, it was claimed that the figure running into the woods might have been Jeff the killer. Jeffrey Jeff Woods, his real name, was a normal, well-behaved boy, but was bullied severely. He often covered his face with white, eerie makeup and cut a wide grin into his cheeks with a knife. Jeff's transformation into a psychotic killer is accompanied by a signature catchphrase, "Go to sleep." Some say that if you focus enough in the video, you can hear him say that before he runs into the woods. Do you believe this was Jeff? Let me know in the comments.
Number 3.
These guys were exploring abandoned places when they suddenly heard sounds at one of the buildings and decided to investigate further. As they encountered a room, they found animatronic body parts lying on the floor, giving them an unsettling feeling in their stomachs. However, they decided to continue to follow the sound. At one point, they saw a hole in the wall, and when they looked inside, something creepy was staring back at them. According to the guys, this was Freddy Fazbear, a central character from the popular video game series Five Nights at Freddy's. Freddy is an animatronic bear that entertains children in a pizzeria called Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Despite his initially friendly appearance, Freddy Fazbear is known for his creepy behavior and the potential to become aggressive and dangerous. In the game, players take on the role of a nighttime security guard who must survive multiple nights while avoiding Freddy Fazbear and other animatronic characters. When you see these teenagers running for their lives, you start to doubt how scary a supposed bear character can be.
Number 2.
The next video we're going to show you will make you double check for monsters in your closet and under your bed. You barely get a glimpse of who or what is hidden in the closet, but it's speculated to be eyeless Jack. Jack often has pale or grayish skin and sharp, elongated claws. Contrary to his name, eyeless Jack does have eyes, but they're usually described as sunken and without eyelids, giving the impression that he's eyeless. He often wears a hood or a mask to conceal his disfigured face. In some versions of the creepypasta, it's suggested that he was once a normal person who underwent a traumatic event, or even an experiment that transformed him into the creature he is now. Do you think this person actually captured this creepypasta character on camera? Let me know in the comments.
Number 1.
The Goatman creepypasta revolves around a creature that is a mix of human and goat-like features. While goats are known for their friendly behavior, Goatman is often depicted as a malevolent entity, known for its ability to mimic human voices and deceive its victims. So if you're out in the middle of nowhere and hear human cries for help, it might not actually be a real human trying to lure you away. It's said to dwell in rural areas or forests and targets unsuspecting individuals who enter its territory. The creature is characterized by its unnaturally large stature, goat-like legs, and a human upper body with the head of a goat. Pretty creepy, isn't it? What's your favorite creepypasta character? Let me know in the comments. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos we've made, click one on the screen or take a look at the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.